back to the channel Tarot Yogi. I'm Vinit. I read tarot intuitively, and today we have another timeless pick a card reading on no contact. What is going on in your situation? Let's get some closure. So we have three piles to choose from. Pile number one, we have the John Bauer Tarot. Pile number two, we have the Hermetic Tarot. And pile number three, we have the Edmund Dulac Tarot. So take a minute, see what pile is being called to you intuitively. The description box below will have the timestamp for your pile. And again, remember, these are general readings, so please take what resonates, leave the rest. And if you like my style of reading, please like this video, share, subscribe, comment. It means a lot. It helps the channel grow. And if you want to reach out for a private reading, you can definitely do that. My email ID and my Instagram handle are given in the description box below. So you can definitely reach out for a private reading, and I'll see you guys in your reading. Thank you. Hello, pile number one. If you chose the John Bauer Tarot, this is your no contact reading. This is your no contact. Let's get some closure reading. We're asking angels, ancestors, spirit guides, ascended masters, staff, family today. What is exactly going on in this no contact situation? Help me tap into the past, present, future of this situation, spirit. Okay, pile number one, we have the Hermit, Chariot, Five of Pentacles, Four of Cups, the Tower, Queen of Swords, Nine of Pentacles, Justice, Ace of Wands, Four of Swords, and Three of Pentacles. So what I'm seeing here is, pile number one, I think you are my introverts. You are someone who doesn't exactly put themselves out there romantically. You're not the kind of people who go on very casual dates, and by that what I mean is you're very, very picky. But what I'm seeing here is, despite you being ultra picky, you still somehow picked the wrong person, because what is happening currently in your situation is, I think you are feeling left out in the cold. I think you're very triggered. It's almost like you're abandoned. That is sort of the feeling that you have been put into. And what I'm seeing here is that you were perhaps very sure in the past about moving towards this person. You sort of had some very different plans over here, but I don't see that has come to pass. And I think there has been some really unforeseen circumstances that has sort of taken over your relationship, and that has sort of caused this no contact situation over here. And what I want you to realize is, to answer the question, will they come back? I don't think you should want this person back, pile number one. And if you still feel you want that person back, maybe you really need to check where your self-esteem is, because you do deserve better. Because despite you feeling left out in the cold, this person is doing pretty well by themselves. I don't think, I'm really sorry to say this, but I don't think this person has still realized what they have lost. This is someone who goes around in very selfish ways and really selfish means to sort of get their way with people, things, places, whatever, And what I'm seeing here is, this person was more meticulous in sort of strategizing to get with you for whatever sort of gains that they thought they were getting with you. And once they sort of got bored of you, they sort of left you out in the cold over here, is what I'm seeing. But you need to understand that this person was basically a test for you, and I feel eventually this person may even want to come back. But what I'm also seeing here is, I don't think you will be interested in having this person back, and you shouldn't. Again, I'm not going to tell you what to do and what not to do. It's your decision to make at the end of the day. But if I was in your position, would I take this person back? Hell no. No fucking way. Because what I'm seeing here is, no matter what you do, pile number one, this person is always going to make you feel less than, because they feel less than. And I think this is something that they're going around projecting on other people in their relationships. And they probably have like a very hot and cold sort of demeanor towards you. They're sort of there and then they're not. You could also have been seriously love bombed in this situation. And that is really, really brutal. My heart goes out to you over here. But what you need to know is, this had to happen. This is a very karmic relationship, and even if you eventually may want to take this person back, I just want to say that they will always make you feel numb the way you're feeling right now. This person isn't really, it's always about how you make that person feel, then, and it has never sort of been about you. And I think the secret here is, once you're sort of able to completely understand what has occurred in your situation, once you're able to completely digest the reality of it, because I'm seeing that you had some more noble intentions with this relationship, but for this person, it was perhaps just, something very shallow. Like they were probably into you physically, or, you were providing some sort of physical comfort that they were really into at that time, which they were not getting from somewhere else, And I think eventually what's going to happen here is you will reach a point where, you'll truly realize your own worth, and you'll truly laugh about the situation, because it's really that silly. And I think this person is really inconsequential, but you sort of have made this person that important. So I think when you're able to completely shatter the illusion in your own mind, when things start making sense to you and you truly realize that you deserve better and you have nothing to be jealous for. Because if you're jealous, it just means that somehow you're saying to yourself that you cannot have something because it's above you. Nothing is above you, pile number one. And I think this person has sort of gone above and beyond to make you feel that way. So I think instead of gaslighting yourself into not wanting to love ever again, you need to gaslight yourself into wanting to stay away from such people, and know that you have enough discernment to open your heart again to the right people. The biggest flex would be you still being able to love, despite all of this nonsense, And what I'm seeing here is you're also very, very attractive, pile number one. And if you're very, very alone right now, like you have been for a while, I would say that don't give up hope. Even if you feel you're very, very alone, you're not. You have your angel spirit guides with you at all times. They're guiding you. You have your ancestors with you. You're not going to fail. You're going to scale any sort of mountain you want to scale. Nothing is sort of going to keep you out. And nothing is, you're not going to be left out, So please remove that from your mind. Even if this person wanted you to feel that way. And we should not hope worse on anyone, but what I'm seeing here is this person will get their karma. This person is definitely going to get their karma sooner or later, and you may not even see it always, but it's going to happen. So they will realize your value, but I think by that time you will have moved on, because that's what you deserve, pile number one. So I think if you can just give yourself the compassion, if you can show yourself enough forgiveness for knowing that you did the best you could in that given situation with the given information you had, you wouldn't blame yourself. You can't, people change. You can't always know who is going to backstab you. Sometimes it's family, sometimes it's friends, sometimes it's love. We cannot anticipate where the sword is going to come from. Even if you're a psychic, So take, give yourself the reality dose, like micro dose on the reality. Don't sort of give yourself a heart attack. Don't give yourself a shock, but definitely try to see the situation for what it is, instead of the narratives, instead of whatever damage this person did. You're sort of allowing this person to do more damage than they already have, and you can just render them useless, because that's what they are. You are quite the catch here, and I think you are also very attractive, and I think the more you get away from this person, I think you'll get more and more attractive, not just inside but also outside. In every way it's going to reflect, your inner beauty is going to reflect in the outer. And I'm also seeing that you will have a lot of suitors, so don't worry about not finding someone like that, because you don't need someone like that. You need someone who is an equal to you. So you may not see the silver lining right now, but you will eventually, trust me. You'll be so grateful it ended the way it did. Then it could have been something much worse. So, and I'm also sensing that perhaps you are also very, very stubborn. You're not someone who lets go easily. You're not someone who, you really hold things dear to yourself, especially people, things, places. So I think this is just a symptom, and the core issue is your attachment patterns. And you really need to look at your attachment patterns, and you have to understand nothing good can come out of desperation. Nothing good can come out of clinging. Nothing good can come out of, you know, getting into relationships because you don't feel good enough. Because it's going to fall down, you don't have solid foundations. And this was your lesson over here. Despite you being so picky and, you're not opening up to people, you can still choose wrong, and that is okay. Take it as a learning lesson. Don't let it be more than what it is. Pile number one. This person only has so much importance because you gave them that importance. And you can take it back. You can, they can be dead to you. And trust me, you will feel liberated, you will feel free. Because if you keep yourself in this loop, you'll never feel good enough. You'll always feel numb. You will not be able to even get to your own depths. Because I'm seeing that you are a very deep person. You have a lot of love to give. And for a lot of you in this pile, I feel there has been some time and you're sort of claiming to be over it, but you're not. Sometimes we have to get back to healing something we even thought we had healed completely. Because healing is truly not linear, and you're going to learn how non-linear healing truly is. I feel the person you were dealing with is very two-faced, they're very deceptive. And what I would say to that is, they have really shown you their colors. And God, universe, orchestrated it in a way for you to see their colors. Now, I think you yourself have seen some things that you can't unsee. Things cannot go back the way they were for a reason. So don't make yourself suffer. This person was never meant to be in your life. Once you accept that, trust me, that is half the battle won. And what I'm seeing here is, you definitely had high hopes, and I think you're also really angry because your intentions weren't misplaced, but this person's intentions were very much misplaced. They were definitely not thinking from the heart the way you were. So I think the more acceptance you have for the situation, the better you'll feel instantly. Trust me. Just try it. Just try it, my number one. I'm very serious. Any other messages? I'll shuffle some oracle. Let's see. What do they want to communicate to you, if at all? If there's something they want you to know. Okay, pile number one, we have, please don't move on. I kept the texts. Why you so mean? I hid who I really am from you. You're too good for me. So this person clearly doesn't want you to move on, and it's really your choice at the end of the day. I don't see that the situation is going to amount into anything that you would truly desire. So I think the more you do let go of the situation, the better for you. And this person is definitely trying to latch on to you. They're definitely trying to latch on to your energy is what I'm seeing over here. They're very attached to your energy in whatever way they can. So they have definitely kept the pictures and they've kept the texts. So I think what you need to do is follow your own intuition over here. And it also says that you're too good for me. So this person has some self-sabotaging tendencies, but let me say one thing. It is not your job to fix them. It's not. It's really not your job to fix anyone but yourself. And you can't take that away from someone else. Sometimes you think you're protecting them, you're saving them, you're helping them, but you're not. You're in fact stopping them from learning the lesson that they need to learn. So I think what you need to also do is learn to show up for yourself more fiercely. Your loyalty is misplaced. It's just loyalty to the wrong people over here. And we have, I hid who I really am from you. So this just confirms what I was saying about how two-faced this person was. So I don't even think you realize who this person really was. It's like after breaking up and going into this no contact situation, do you truly understand their true colors? And like I was saying, Spirit orchestrated this on purpose. God wanted to show you their real colors. That's why things happened the way they did. It could have even been a third-party situation. So, if you have to be cold to cut them out, please do that. But again, at the end of the day, it is your choice to make. Listen to your heart. Any other messages? Yeah, so that's all I have for pile number 1. Again, it's a general reading, so please take what resonates and leave the rest. And if you like my style of reading, please like this video, share, subscribe, comment. It means a lot. It helps the channel grow. And if you want to reach out for a private reading, you can definitely do that. My email ID and my Instagram handle are given in the description box below. And I'll see you guys in the next reading. Thank you. Hello, pile number 2. If you chose the Hermetic Tarot, this is your reading on no contact. Let's get some closure. What's going on? Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, ascended master, star family, please help me tap into the past, present, future of this relationship. What exactly is going on over here? We thank you for these clear, concise, and accurate messages. We thank you for always showing us the way, especially when we need it the most. Okay, pile number 2, we have Knight of Wands, Hierophant, Ace of Wands, King of Wands, the Emperor, Chariot, King of Pentacles, the Last Judgment, 5 of Cups, Foolish Man, and 10 of Swords, and Chariot. So what I'm seeing here is this could have been a workplace romance. This could have been someone like a co-worker to you, maybe as a subordinate, maybe your boss, something along those lines. But there was clearly like a difference in power structure hierarchically between you and this person. And I see that that was sort of the reason that things didn't even take off in the beginning. But then I think either of the parties sort of took the charge and, did it anyway. And what I'm seeing here is the purpose of this relationship truly for you was to help you step into your own power. You really had to realize who you are. And that is exactly why this relationship happened. And what I'm seeing here is, you are a natural born leader, pile number 2. And the thing about being natural born leaders is you guys never want to really take on the charge of leadership. You just want to get through the day. And that is exactly what, at least one of the reasons that makes you like a really perfect leader. And I think you sort of have been trying to water yourself down. You have been trying to avoid, you're just trying to make everyone happy and not take up space that you truly need, you want, and you deserve, and I think the more you did that, the more difficult it became for you to hide. And I think then this relationship happened where you really had to realize your own worth, your own power, your own strength, and how you don't need anyone, not at least for a while. I think you have a lot of inner work to do. And what I'm seeing here is a lot of y'all could be very spiritual. You could be my tarot readers, my yoga teachers, my astrology babes, my Reiki healers. Whatever you do, you could be doing some sort of energetic work over here. And this is sort of also a cue for you to go deeper into that spiritual rabbit hole, whatever it may be for you. It's a general reading, so it's going to be different for everyone else. But you're definitely being called here to follow your higher purpose. And what I'm seeing here is, on your part, you really thought that this was the real deal. You thought that this person was it. You really thought that this might end up in marriage. But what this has ended up in is for you to realize your worth, and you don't need to get married, not right now. I think what you need to do is learn to stand in your power. And that is what I'm seeing here. There has been some power struggles. There really has been some power struggles. And I think even your person right now, they're very, very focused on their own money. I don't think they're focused on you at all. And what I'm seeing is it's good for you because even you're sort of getting more inspired to follow your own calling. And I'm not getting a very clear answer as to, will they come back? But what you need to know is now is not the time to be with this person. Even if they come back, now is not the time. Now is the time to pour into yourself. Now is the time for you to truly realize who the fuck you are, pile number 2. Because you also need to realize that it's not just about you. When you're a natural born leader, you're sort of not responsible, but it is your duty to lead other souls. And that is what you're being called to do right now. You're going to have a very positive impact on everyone around you, or people that you choose to have an impact on. A lot of you could have online platforms here. Or if you have been contemplating that, please start. You're going to kill the game if you do it. So don't be your biggest enemy anymore. Stop sulking. Take charge. Because I think you were sort of hoping that this relationship would let you take a step back and just relax. But the exact opposite thing has happened over here, where you have no choice but to take charge. And I think the more you do that, the more you follow your life's calling over here, then you probably have a chance of this person coming back or meeting someone even better. Because trust me, there is always someone better out there for you. Even if you don't see it in the moment, just because you don't love yourself in the moment doesn't mean that the universe doesn't love you, doesn't mean that God doesn't love you. He does. So I think what you need to do is you need to still have the same kind of hopes. Don't forget your innocence, don't forget your own loving heart, and know that if this person is truly meant for you, they will come back. But you don't want to torture yourself thinking about when, how. It's not for you to worry. If this person is truly meant for you, they're not going to run away. You don't need to chase anyone. And let me say one thing, in this no contact reading, a good relationship will never make you want to watch tarot videos. A good relationship will in fact help you deal with your tarot addiction. I said it. And that is the truth. The very fact that you're probably looking at tarot readings in the hopes of this person returning or not, it's kind of futile. Unless you want to keep yourself in that ditch, then you can. You can keep yourself in that ditch forever. But what is that going to do to you? That is definitely not going to help you follow your life's calling over here. What I want you to understand is, even if you meet a soul flame or a twin flame connection, that is going to be really fucking triggering. That's going to be more triggering than all your karmic relationships combined. So the more you follow your life's path, the easier everything around you will become. Don't resist change. If you're being called to change, if you're seeing the signs, embrace it. We don't have the death card, but that's what it's sort of giving over here. You have to change and become the best version of yourself, and that is the point of this relationship. And that is the closure. I see there has been a lot of ghosting in this relationship. You feel that this person made you feel second best, or you were not worth fighting for, but that is not the truth. That is something that you are probably projecting onto the person. Those are parts of yourself that you were not willing to accept. And this person was a manifestation of that, basically. And if you can see this for yourself, you will be liberated. You will come into your power, and you're going to be killing it. You're going to be glowing. You're going to get more attractive also. But you have to realize that you firstly have free will and you have choice. You've given too much of your power away. Please call it back to yourself. Why give so much power away to someone who's clearly a runner? And you don't have the time to chase. I see that you have bigger things that you have to do. Your pile number 2. And I'm picking up that this pile is going to be my psychics, my tarot readers, my yoga teachers, my astrology babes, all of y'all. Your psychic gifts will improve. Practice. Stay with it. It's going to help you. Let your spirit guides show you the way. Not everything has to be a disappointment, pile number 2. Once you accept that not everything is a disappointment, you'll see your life change for the better. I know it's a tough lesson, but it is what it is. And I think the less you attach yourself to certain narratives, the less you attach yourself to what happened, what went wrong, how it went wrong, the more you sort of just let yourself be. Show yourself some compassion and forgiveness. It will help you. It really will. So, and it'll also help you realize your own sense of self-worth. You don't deserve to be ghosted on. You're not. And here we have the alchemical symbol, the bee, which is sort of the alchemical symbol of the ram on the Emperor card, and we have the King of Wands above. And you know what? I do get King of Wands and Emperor in readings, but I get it in very, very few readings. And I get it only in the readings where people are meant to do something really, really big. People are meant to have a huge impact. And here we have those cards for you, pile number 2. So when you realize that you don't need anyone, that you're complete within yourself, that you can find a way to be complete within yourself, that it is even a possibility for you, this whole illusion will break. And your heart will also stop hurting. Any other messages? We'll shuffle some oracle and see what does this person want to communicate to you. So I think this just confirms what I was trying to say. I'm deeply sorry that I walked away from you. So like I was saying, there has been abandonment. And it says, I want to make things right. And it says, I want to talk to you, but I'm scared. So it could have been a third party situation. It could have been a work situation. Like I said, something could have happened where there was an abrupt stop in the sort of connection and intimacy you had, And this person definitely wants to reach out. They want to talk, but they're clearly scared because, I mean, let's face it, it's a fucking pride getting in the way. Like it's just ego, and you're not going to let your ego get the best of you. And I would say don't reach out to the person. It's not your job to reach out to them. You have done everything you could. You need to know that, so stop feeling guilty, my pile number 2s. You did everything you could to save the situation, but it had to fall. And now the ball is in their court. So I'm not even seeing that this person is like a full-blown narcissist that you were dating or even trying to see. But this person clearly has a lot of things that they have to work through. And that's not your job. And it's not your job to even help them. It's something for them to figure out. Just the way you have a lot of stuff to figure out for yourself. So it's really up to you, I would say, to let this person in when they come back. I don't see it happening right now. I think you're gonna go on your separate ways, but there is a possibility here in the future, because you have to understand that you have free will and you can make a choice. And just the way you have free will and you can make a choice, so can your person. You're meant to ascend over here. All of this happened so you would ascend. All of this happened so you would get desperate enough to ascend. So there's no guarantee that if you ascend today, that tomorrow your person will also choose to ascend and meet you there. And you're clearly no place to water yourself down to meet them at their level. They have to meet you at your level or close to it. And I'm deeply sorry that I walked away from you. So, I think this person went out to show that you meant nothing to them, and they became really cold, and they just went on to live their life as if nothing happened. But even if that is what they're showing on the outside, that is not the truth. This person is deeply hurting inside, and this was a lot of self-sabotage, but it's not your job to save them. It is your job to save yourself, because clearly you need some saving over here. So I think the less you stop kidding yourself about it. I'm not saying that this person is a complete asshole. Yes, this person is an asshole to an extent, but things are not so gray and things are not so black and white in this pile, I feel. I think pile 1 was more black and white for me to read. This is a little more in the gray area, so don't even force yourself to make a decision right now. Be okay not knowing. And we have the judgment card, so if this is your divine relationship, it is not going to go anywhere. You have been put on this earth to be with someone special. And even if your special someone doesn't choose to show up for you in the best way possible, spirit will bring you someone else. So don't ever think you're running out. You're not. You're really not. So please get out of that lack mindset, of not finding love again, or not finding someone that came so close to what you wanted. But I think it's really your choice at the end of the day. I'm not going to tell you whether to take this person back or not. My job is just to read the energy and let you sort of decide what you need to do. So I think the ball is truly in your court, pile number 2. But what I'm seeing here is you clearly have a lot on your plate, or if you don't, you're going to have a lot on your plate, because King of Wands is a very, very busy king. And with Emperor, that's just a lot of power play. So you have your own kingdom to rule over. You have your own dominion. So, show up and be the best version of yourself to lead, because you have been bestowed to lead in whatever way you can. Even if you have a very worldly job, you're meant to lead people there. You are a natural born leader. All of this was happening so you step into your power and really realize who the hell you truly are. By number two, you know any other messages? So I feel this person will definitely try to reach out online, perhaps, and they may start off, very casual, like, hi, how are you, whatever, just small talk. And I think then they will eventually warm up to you and really tell you how they feel. I don't think this person has really confessed how they truly feel to you ever, you know. But again, please remember that you have free will and it's your choice to make, you know. Yes, things are predestined, but you're co-creating your destiny at all times. So you very much have a choice as to what part you want to play in your own life. And it's very cliche. It's really, really cliche. I don't even like to say this, but the truth of the situation is, when you stop chasing this person, when this person doesn't feel your energy in their own aura, when you really start focusing on yourself the way you're meant to, I think that is when this person will come back. I know that's really fucking annoying to hear. I really didn't want to say that, but that is really something Spirit is conveying over here. So I think you need to focus on yourself. All of this is happening so you can't run away from yourself anymore, pile number two. I hope that makes sense. Any other messages? Yeah, so that's all I have for my pile number two. Again, it's a general reading, so please take what resonates, leave the rest. And if you like my style of reading, please like this video, share, subscribe, comment. It means a lot. It helps the channel grow. And if you want to reach out for a private reading, you can definitely do that. My email ID and my Instagram handle are given in the description box below, so you can definitely reach out for a private reading. And I'll see you guys in the next reading. Thank you. Hello, pile number three. If you chose the Edmund Dulac Tarot, this is your no contact, let's get some closure reading. So we're asking angels, ancestors, spirit guides, ascended masters, star family, our spirit guides today. What exactly happened in this relationship? Help me tap into the past, present, future of this relationship. Okay, pile number two, we have the Four of Cups, Seven of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, the Fool, Sun, the Empress, Strength, Knight of Swords, King of Wands, and we have the World card. So what I'm seeing here is pile number three. You have worked very, very hard to really make this relationship something that you were truly hoping that it would be. But despite everything that you did, despite everything that you have done, what I'm seeing here, pile number three, is things haven't exactly gone your way. And I'm sensing that you're very, very angry. You're really, really upset. You're really raging as to the amount of deception that has taken place in this relationship. And I'm not necessarily seeing that your person is a full-blown narcissist, but there are certain things that they kept from you on purpose. There were just certain things that they were not ready to share with you. And what that has done is it has sort of pushed a switch on you. You sort of have gone into the cold, icy Queen of Swords mode right now, where you don't even feel you can trust anyone at all. I think you're keeping to yourself. I don't even think you're hanging out with your friends anymore. You're not meeting other people. You're not meeting new people. You're just really keeping to yourself as a way of self-preservation. This is your defense mechanism that has sort of happened over here. And I'm seeing that there is a lot of missed opportunities. I think this is a situation that your person feels that it was the right person, wrong time. That's what this is giving. That's what they thought. And by that, what I mean is it could have been a work romance. It could have been some situation where you couldn't be together. It could even be like a same-sex situation. But what I'm getting over here is there was something where you couldn't openly be together, and it could have also been a possibility that this person was already seeing someone else and they were in a prior commitment. But despite all of that, this person sees you as the Empress. It doesn't matter if you're a guy or a girl or anything in the middle. It doesn't matter. We read the energy in tarot, not the gender. So this person really sees you as someone who's really beautiful, someone who's really in the receptive feminine energy. They definitely see you as someone they would like to marry given better circumstances. So what I'm seeing here is there is also a lot of karmic debt between you and this person that had to be settled. And what I'm seeing here is I feel this person will come back. I definitely sense that this person is going to come back, and should you take this person back, I would say listen to your heart over here. Really, really listen to your intuition. Because I can't tell you whether to take someone back or not. It's really your choice to make at the end of the day, because it is a choice. You're not obligated to take this person back, but you can if you love this person. And what I'm seeing here is, again, I'm picking up very similar energy to pile number 2. So, you are my natural born leaders. You've gone through a lot. You could be my tarot readers, my astrologers, my psychics, or you could have some public platform. You could be in the public eye. But all of this happened so you would be pushed more into your power is sort of how I'm reading the situation. And I'm not lying and saying that there wasn't any deception. I think there was a lot of deception, and I don't even think you realized the deception until it was too late. So you don't even at times know how to feel or react, or like what kind of feelings you should have towards this reaction. I think even you're very, very confused. I'm seeing that the clarity you want will come, but I think the clarity will only come when you're ready to accept things the way they have been. Yes, this person was a great person, but they still had their shadow side that they hadn't integrated within themselves. And I think you got to experience the shadow side firsthand. So not I'm not saying that this person is bad, but I'm not saying that this person is good either. I think this is just someone trying to figure themselves out. And sometimes it is at your expense. So I think it's what I think you should do is definitely, cut them out, at least for now. Now is not the time for you to be with this person. I think you need to follow you. I think you are a natural born leader, and till this person realizes what they have lost and they're ready to do something about it, whatever that may mean, to even leave the other relationship or whatever, it's not your job to go running back. So please don't chase this person. Please don't be that person who chases. Don't be gross. Pile number 3. Please. Don't be like that. And what I'm seeing here is what you truly need to release is your grip on the narrative that you have. There's too much attachment to the sort of narrative as to what happened, why it happened. You don't need to think so much about what happened, why it happened the way it did. It had to happen like this. You don't always see it. You'll see the silver lining much, much later on. But I feel a lot of y'all are just very hopeless right now. You don't think you will have new love. You will. Let me tell you, even if you meet your soulmate twin flame tomorrow, there's still a choice that they will not ascend and meet you on the same level. That doesn't mean you have to water yourself down to be with that person. That is like really fucking toxic. That is not okay. Because you have to realize that this person also has free will and choice to whether to ascend or not, to really get out of their comfort zone or not, and that is their choice to make. You can't force them. And if not them, then you'll get someone even better. There's plenty more fish in the sea for you, because what I'm seeing here is you're going to get more attractive. The more you learn to step into your power, the more you start doing what you have been put on this earth to do, you'll get more attractive and you will have many more suitors. And I think that itself will piss this person off, because now there will be actual competition to get to you. So I think what you need to do is really realize your own sense of self, your own self-worth, and perhaps realize that your self-esteem isn't where you want it to be. And that is okay. Once you accept that, you can do something about it instead of being deluded and projecting. Right? So right now you should be cold. Right now you should make yourself the priority. You are the most important thing to yourself right now. Please don't forget that. And if this person is truly meant for you, they will come back. And you will know what to do in your heart of hearts. Because I'm seeing you are also very, very intuitive over here. But what is very, very clear to me right now is not the time for you to be with this person. Whether you accept that or you don't accept that. And make yourself suffer more than you need to. So I think what you need to do is truly call all your power back, because I think you've given too much of your power away. You are an alchemist. You have the ability to alchemize very dense, complex emotions, which no other people can. You have a gift. And I don't even think you realize this is a gift. You just think everyone can do that, but they can't. Let me say that. And you are moving towards a brand new beginning for yourself with or without this person. You know? But what I'm seeing is this person will most likely come back. I have a strong feeling that this person will come back, and I know it's the most cliche thing to say for any tarot reader, but this is the fucking truth. This person will only come back when you finally stop giving them the importance, you stop chasing them, and they stop feeling you energetically. When you finally start focusing on yourself and realize that you have your own kingdom to run, you have your own things to do. You know, you don't have time to go running behind someone else. When you finally start pouring all that love into yourself that you were pouring into this person will come crawling back. But even then, not because they want to have an equal exchange, just because they really started missing what they truly lost. So please use your discernment. It will never prove you wrong. Your gut feeling, your intuition will never prove you wrong. I'm not going to tell you whether to take this person back or not. That is your choice to make. But what you can do is understand what exactly is going on here and stop deluding yourself. I think even you don't want to believe that this person could do this to you. There is a lot of how could this happen to me feeling over here. It happened. It's okay. Even the most psychic people don't always end up in great relationships. I've had quite shitty relationships that I couldn't see the betrayal coming, but it happened anyway. And it doesn't matter. It only makes you strong. So please don't give your power away to people. Let a lesson be a lesson, because that's just what it is. And I'm definitely getting that this person is spying on you, even if they are pretending to move on, whatever. They very much have their eyes on you, and I think even their guardians, their spirit guides, their ancestors are directing them towards you. But it is not your job to chase them. It is not your job to chase them, pile number 3. Let me be very, very clear on that. And right now, all the focus should be on you, especially if it feels very unnatural. I have a lot of people that come to me for readings, and they just tell me bluntly that they don't like to do things for themselves. It feels odd. And you should do things for yourself, especially if they feel odd. It just means you haven't shown up for yourself in such a long time in the way you need to, because no one showed up for you. And somehow you also forgot to show up for yourself, and that is not acceptable. No one can abandon you if you abandon yourself, That's the biggest betrayal there ever is. Lovers will come and go. Your relationship with yourself is the most important thing, and that is sort of what should be the forefront in your life right now. That is something that should be a priority. Keep doing you, keep shining, and this person will come back if they're meant for you. If they choose to ascend and meet you there. Always remember this. I'm going to be very honest in these readings. I'm not going to give you false hope. There's no point in doing that. It's just a waste of my time, and it's a waste of your time. So I really hope you I really hope you understand what I'm trying to convey over here. Shuffle some oracle. What would this person like to convey to you? So we have you deserve better than anything I can offer. I'm secretly obsessed with you. I know you're the one for me. So again, I'm not seeing that this person is a complete asshole narcissist. They do have a shadow side that they haven't integrated for a rather long time, and they have just jumped from one relationship to another. And I don't even think this person was hoping to meet you. Meeting you was chance, and falling in love with you wasn't chance. It was something that was meant to happen, but this person couldn't see that they would fall in love with you. So they really weren't expecting the situation, so they didn't know how to handle and deal with it the best way that they could. And like I said, this person is definitely secretly obsessed with you. They definitely stalk your social media or whatever. If you're in the same workspace, they definitely check you out in a way that you can't see them, all that stuff. And this person, like I said, this person still has a lot of shadows that they need to integrate within themselves. This person has a lot of self-healing to do. And I think if this person is truly your soulmate twin flame, if you keep focusing on and healing yourself, then this person will also get some of that healing, and they will also realize that they have no choice but to heal themselves. You know, because it's really going to take something for this person to leave everything that they have built to come be with you. And do they have the guts to do that? Only time will tell. I can't tell you that. And I'm not going to give you like a false, hopeful answer just to make you feel better. It's not going to happen. Not on this channel, you know. But I think deep down, this person really has deep feelings for you. And I don't think this is something that they have ever expressed to you. I think they were very stoic with you. They were very cold. Because they themselves didn't know how to articulate or process these feelings. They haven't felt so deeply for anyone the way they have for you. And again, that is no excuse. I'm not giving any excuses for you to wait for this person, because that's not exactly what I'm saying here. I'm saying please move on. You know? But this person definitely has deep feelings for you, but it is their job to show up for themselves and do the work so they can show up for you. You know, you can't force anyone to show up for yourself. You know, you just cannot force anyone to show up like that for you. It's not healthy. You know, you want this person to choose better for themselves, not for you. Just the way you should be choosing better for yourself, because, you know, at least you can be happy with the choice you made out of your free will and not feel, you know, obligated about anything, you know, about any sort of choices you make. You know, your choices should be all about what you want. And this person definitely feels it was sort of the right person, wrong time. But it wasn't the wrong time, it was the exact time. It was exactly how it was meant to be, you know. You could have had a very strong past life connection here as well. So please understand that there were certain karmic things that had to play out the way they did. So, you know, what I'm sensing here with this pile is the future is not quite set in stone. The destiny here is very fluid, you know. So this person can definitely do the work and show up for you, but that is really up to them. But you can't keep waiting for that, because I think this person is definitely getting the signs that they need to come move towards you. You are the right one. But if they don't see this for themselves, you can't do anything about it. You can't force them to see it, and you can't show up and do the healing work for them, because in a way you're stopping them from learning how to heal themselves. You know, so you're not going to get anything out of that, and nor will they learn their lesson, nor will they realize your importance. So right now the focus should be you, especially if it is very difficult. If it's the most difficult thing to do, then to put everyone before you, that needs to shift. That is exactly why this relationship happened the way it did. So you put yourself first. That is really the message of pile number 3. And again, it's not something you want to hear, but that is what Spirit is asking me to truly convey to you. You know, so don't shoot the messenger. I'm just trying to do my job. Any other messages? Yeah, so I really hope you find some strength. And this is all I have for pile number 3s. Again, please remember that you are the master of your universe. You know, you have all the power and control. Don't give it out to anyone else. Yeah, so that's all I have for pile number 3s. Again, it's a general reading, so please take what resonates, leave the rest. And if you like my style of reading, please like this video, share, subscribe, comment. It means a lot. It helps the channel grow. And if you want to reach out for a private reading, you can definitely do that. My email ID and my Instagram handle are given in the description box below. And I'll see you guys in the next reading.